second keynote of the day, everyone, is from Jeff Hoffman, chairman of the Global Entrepreneurship Network. Jeff is quite obviously passionate about entrepreneurship, and his message is all about how entrepreneurs, and especially the young generation of entrepreneurs, should start acting with accountability early and combine profit with social purpose. Let's hear Jeff's keynote.
All my life, I've been an entrepreneur, but I have to tell you something. I never even used that word. I never actually called myself an entrepreneur. I still can't even spell that French word entrepreneur with all the E's and the U's. No, I always just thought of myself as a problem solver. And here's what's important about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship's not a job. Entrepreneurship is a mindset. Entrepreneurship is an attitude. It's the attitude of problem solving, and it's the attitude of ownership. Entrepreneurship is saying, I see this problem and I am going to fix it. While everybody else in the world is complaining about problems in the world, entrepreneurs are the ones that go out and fix it. They go out and make things better. They create positive change by solving real problems in the world. That's what entrepreneurship is all about. It's a tool set, actually. If you think about it, a carpenter straps on a tool belt to go build a house. An entrepreneur straps on the skill set that you learn as an entrepreneur, the skill set of entrepreneurship to go make the world a better place, to go fix some problem that is affecting a lot of people and a lot of people's quality of life and making it better for them. And for me, as a lifelong entrepreneur, and today serving as the chairman of the Global Entrepreneurship Network, where we work with entrepreneurs in 180 different countries, here is one of the things that I've realized that we all fundamentally believe in, and the reason I'm here today. Entrepreneurs are the ones that are most likely to solve the world's biggest problems. In fact, I believe that if you want to make the world a better place, let's unleash armies, but armies of entrepreneurs to go out and fix things. That's how you make the world a better place. Why are entrepreneurs so likely to solve the world's biggest problems? I'll tell you why. Because entrepreneurs are agile. They adapt quickly. They move instantly. Unlike, we need our government. We need our policymakers. We need our big corporates, all of them to do the best they can. But entrepreneurs are so much more agile and adaptable. And why is that? Because we have no choice. We will die if we don't adapt. We're very lean and cost effective. You know why entrepreneurs are so cost effective? Because we're broke anyway. We don't have any money, so we have to find the lowest cost way to solve a problem, which is good for the world. Entrepreneurs are innovative. We find ways to get it done because literally sometimes, again, we don't eat if we don't create value. So we're innovative because we have no choice. Entrepreneurs are the ones that will solve the world's biggest problems. And let's be real clear that it's all about solving problems. That is what entrepreneurship is about. If you're not addressing a real problem in the world, then you probably should just go get a job somewhere because entrepreneurship is not for you and you're not going to be happy with the results. Where do you find problems to solve? How about everywhere, every day, everywhere you go? The world is filled with problems, but most people find themselves standing there and complaining to each other about the world, complaining about the things they don't like, complaining about problems. The only requirement for you to become an entrepreneur literally right now today is while everybody else is complaining, all you have to do is step forward and say, you guys can go home without me. I'm not leaving here until this is fixed. Take ownership of something around you that you can make better. And in fact, the pandemic, there couldn't have been a better time for problem solvers and a louder call to action than the state the world is in today. If you think about it, the pandemic caused chaos and disruption. Everybody's lives were disrupted. There was chaos everywhere when the pandemic hit because none of us know what to do. While most people panic at chaos and at disruption, the truth is chaos and disruption are the alarm clocks of entrepreneurs. They're what wake us up in the morning excited. We're not disrespecting all the bad things COVID has caused, but you can't sit around and complain about what's bad. You need to go figure out what you can make better. What is the opportunity in the chaos. And this moment in time has created us with huge opportunities for entrepreneurs, ones that are already entrepreneurs, to pivot, to adapt to what the new normal and the new world order, what the world needs now. And for those of you who are not entrepreneurs, we need you now more than ever. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples of the new problems / opportunities in the world right now. Let's start with education. Our students all over the world got sent home from school. And what happened when they did? The schools were not prepared. They didn't have tools to run virtual school and to teach online classes. There are very few tools in the world compared to the total number of needs in schools that are. Build tools for schools for the future of education. Teachers, I visit schools all over the world. I talk to teachers and students. Teachers are telling me we need apps that train us how to be virtual teachers because they've never had training for this before. Who's building those apps? Entrepreneurs, hopefully you. Somebody listening here will create one. Students and parents are saying, the parents are saying, are there tools for me to better assist in my child's education? And students are saying, wait a minute, this online learning thing's better than I thought. They're starting to discover peer-to-peer learning. It turns out that while we already undervalue our teachers and need to give them more respect in the world, the truth is we can supplement a student's education with peer-to-peer learning too, because all of a sudden through tools like Zoom and others, students can talk to students all over the world, not just the one sitting next to them. Imagine the amount of learning these students could make with an enhanced tool set. That is a phenomenal opportunity. Let's take the future of work. Employees all over the world got sent home. Companies, business leaders, CEOs, I've talked to thousands of them around the world, and they all said the same thing to me. I don't know how to manage a virtual workforce. I need more tools. I need more training. Entrepreneurs will create brand new online collaboration work tools and will redefine the future of work. And we all know that it needs it. The millennial generation, Gen Z, the next waves of workers, were already not willing to accept my generation's definition of work. They are not looking to be judged by title and salary alone or number of years they've stayed at the company. That's not a badge of honor. Experiences are, right? People and the relationships they create and the knowledge they gain. So a whole new set of tools to redefine jobs and careers and work. We needed it anyway. The pandemic accelerated it. You should be part of that. I'll give you a third example. The future of medicine. We've been talking about telemedicine for many, many years, but the truth is we hadn't done much. Most people get in a car or walk or whatever, take a bus, they go physically to a clinic or to a doctor's office. Pandemic hit and we couldn't go to the doctor's office. And all of a sudden, the need for online medicine became overnight a global problem that's a huge multi-billion-dollar industry for anybody that wants to create better solutions. My own doctor called me recently and he said to me, Jeff, I can't believe at my age that I just did my first ever Zoom patient call. And he said, but I realized something towards the future of medicine. He said, I could only help sick people who could physically come to my office in the past because that's how we went to the doctor. And he said, but if there were more and better telemedicine tools, I think I could talk to people all over the world. Why does it matter where they are if I had tools that I could use to hold Zoom appointments to initially diagnose and help people? An exciting new future. Entrepreneurs need to be out there creating tools for the future of school, for work, and for medicine. And it's not just those fields. By the way, I was recently talking to agricultural entrepreneurs who are finding new solutions to feed the world because the pandemic caused that too. There were people, elderly people or children around the world that the only food they got all day was at school that suddenly couldn't access food. And we had to find more ways to deliver food to them. Plus, we've had the historical problem of creating enough food. I met with some young entrepreneurs recently who took me to a farm that is indoors, that is 300 times more effective than an outdoor traditional farm. And the whole farm is run by robots. What a future that might be if we could feed the world using and innovative new ideas and technology to create more food and get it to the people that need it. So while I'm on this topic, I want to mention to you, I want to talk about profits, because so many times, many of you think it's a binary decision. I can be a money-making entrepreneur, or I can be a social entrepreneur that does good. I want you to wipe that definition out of your brain. There is not a line there. Profits are not a function of greed. Profits are a function of value. Okay, I want you to make sure that you understand that. Making profits shows not that you're greedy, it shows that you're valuable. If you create products and services in the world that people value, they will happily pay you for them. And sometimes people say to me, but I'm a social entrepreneur, I don't care about money. And I say to you, do you care about scale? Do you want to help 10 people, or do you want to help 10 million people? Because if you want to help more people, you will need to scale your business. And growing a business costs money. So making profits is not bad at all. It is in fact really good, because it enables you to grow your business bigger. If you don't like money, then don't keep it. Put it all back in the business. But making profits enables you to scale your business so that you can help more people. So you should be excited if people will pay you for your product, because that means that you are creating value in the world. Now I want to take a few minutes to talk to our young entrepreneurs out there. Whether you're a young person thinking about a career in entrepreneurship, or whether you're somebody not necessarily young but is debating becoming an entrepreneur, here's the thing about entrepreneurship as a career. Entrepreneurship is not about tech or money. What entrepreneurship is about is self-determination. Entrepreneurship is your opportunity to create the future that you want to live in. It's your opportunity to design the company you wish you worked for. And it's the opportunity for you to make the job you wish that somebody would offer you. When I was young, I wanted to travel the world. I wanted to see the world, but I grew up in a small town in the desert with a single mom, 4 kids, and no money. There was no job. No one was going to hire me. In fact, people laughed at me. They said, Jeff, there's no job where they say, hey, Jeff, here's a bunch of money. Why don't you fly around and see the world? That job doesn't exist. So you know what I did? I created it. I created a travel company that enabled me to solve problems to help people travel more efficiently, which I got paid for doing, which enabled me to actually go see the world. I designed the future I wanted, created the job that I wanted by solving a problem in the industry I wanted to be in. Now, that is a really, really important piece. For you, any of you, we don't want you, and your generation, the younger generation, won't be defined by your title and your salary anyway. Not saying those aren't important, they're just not the most important things to you. So what's most important to you is not a good salary and a good title, but a good life. And I agree with you. We want you to live a fulfilled life. We want you to be a happy and fulfilled person who looks back on their life and says, wow, what a great ride my life was. That's the goal of all of this. That's why we're all here at this event today, to help make the world a better place for all of us, so everybody can like their life and be happy they have the life they have, not spend every day wishing for a better one. But you can create your better one. You young people can go out and create that, and here's how you do it. The key to living the life you dream of living is to become valuable to the people you want to be around in the world. Example, if you want to find yourself sitting on the runway at Fashion Week in New York or Paris, you need to become valuable to the people in the fashion industry so they will invite you. You lead an epic life by becoming valuable to the people you want to be around. You become valuable to the people you want to be around by solving a problem that they wish they could solve and are struggling with. You solve problems for an industry by staying up all night and studying it. I launched a music company by studying the industry every single night, all the time, reaching out, cold emailing, talking to people, finding problems the music industry needed help with, educating myself till I could solve them, solving those problems. And that's how I found myself one day launching a music company where we did everything from concerts with Elton John and Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake, all the way to we won a Grammy for a record we produced, all because I found a way to become valuable in the industry I wanted to be in by becoming an effective problem solver, which is what I told you entrepreneurship is all about at the beginning of my talk. I'm going to end with one more thing I want to share for leaders everywhere, especially young leaders, but leaders everywhere. Lead with your heart. Recognize that the best leader is the one that spends his or her time making everybody around them better. Leadership isn't driving yourself forward. It's surrounding yourself with people smarter than you or making them smarter than you. It's an inverted pyramid. You are at the bottom. It's the servant leadership model. When you lead with your heart and you focus on serving others to make them better, you will find that by lifting everyone around you, that will lift you. The best companies in the world are the ones where the leaders recognize that their job isn't to run the company. Their job is to build an environment where amazing human beings come to work every day and feel valued, respected, included, and judged only for their merits, not for their gender, not for their race or ethnicity, just for their contribution. So focus as a leader on heart-centered leadership. Focus as a leader on serving others. Go out and solve problems by surrounding yourself with amazing people that you can love and take care of, that will create incredible solutions to real problems in the world that people value. Not only will you help make the world a better place, but you will live the life that you always dreamed of living because you have the power within you to create that. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today.